Play a little drawing a blank. Sharing is caring, as I always say. In Dallas, apparently, Cowboys star Ezekiel Elliott was asked about the idea of splitting carries this season, was open to the idea, saying, quote, if they ever came to me and asked me to split carries, I'm going to do it. So, Nick, Zeke being open to splitting carries is blank.
Foolishness. And I don't mean on Zeke's behalf. If he's trying to be a good teammate, like, hey, if they ask me to do it, I'll do it. That's fine. But if you pay Zeke Elliott $90 million, making the highest paid running back ever, it's not to take him off the field. It's because you think he can be a 3-down back and can absolutely salt games away at the end and get better at the goal line. So, Brandon, I just think it's foolishness the team would even consider this. He's supposed to be the best back in football. Don't take him off the field.
To all your points makes everything all the better why he should not carry the ball every single time. It's smart, Jenna. It's smart because it's time to think longevity. Since entering the league in 2016, he had the most carries out of all running backs. This is smart, and thanks for proving my point, Nick.
I'm going to say this is a bad for celebrations, Jenna. This is one of the best celebrations in the NFL. I don't want to see a sharing celebration where it's not family style. It's time for him to eat. One of the best celebrations. Anything that compromises that, I'm against.
So you don't want him taking a scoop and moving the hands to someone else at the table. That's
that'd
awkward.
be terrible.
On to Tampa Bay. Bucs defensive coordinator Todd Bowles is enjoying the competition of going up against Tom Brady in practice every day, saying this: the biggest compliment I can give Brady is that he throws great incompletions. Nick, Todd Bowles' compliment to Tom Brady is blank.
Ain't great. Listen, if he said one of the compliments I can give him is throws great incompletions, that'd be one thing. The biggest compliment, it'd be like if someone's like, hey, how's Brandon been his first 3 days on the show? And I'm like, well, the nicest thing I can say about him is he dresses well. It's like, wait, what? It's like, that ain't great. So, Brandon, I would say, and that's obviously not how I feel, but Brandon, that ain't great.
Disclaimer.
This is classic Todd Bowles. He was my defensive coordinator with the Miami Dolphins. He's my head coach with the Jets. And this was every single day. This guy can easily do stand-up comedy. I love Todd Bowles.
Okay, so here's the full story. Don't believe Nick Wright, although he is a Patriots fan, but it doesn't extend to Tom Brady. Todd Bowles was like, when he misses so there's no interceptions. He barely misses like a pitcher. So I said, oh, that's interesting. Let me show you something that doesn't work. He doesn't miss like this. This is how Jameis missed. On paper, these are just 2 balls. But, when you look at him, these are bad misses. Tom Brady doesn't do that. He paints the corners. That's what Todd Bowles is saying. So my answer was not Sean Anderson, who is throwing at Mike Trout, but he's actually not. He's just missing.
Where do you find these videos? Where do you find these videos?
I got a good memory.
Sean Anderson just got thrown under the bus. Brady's former home, New England, Bill Belichick had Cam Newton running laps in practice. Why? Because he fumbled the football. Bill said, quote, I think there are certain things you've got to emphasize that are important to winning, like running laps, apparently. Nick, Belichick making Cam run a lap for fumbling is blank.
This is the rare, good double standard. Some double standards in the world should exist, and they're good. And because folks are going to be like, oh, so everyone's going to kill Joe Judge for making guys run laps, but say it's fine when Belichick does it. Yeah, that's exactly what we're going to say. Sometimes you're allowed to do things when you're the greatest ever that you can't do if you just got here. So this is, do I think Belichick telling Cam to run laps is good coaching? I do. Do I think Joe Judge making Saquon run laps is idiotic? I do. That's a double standard. It's one I'm totally comfortable with. Brandon, it's a good double standard.
Nick, it's old news. This is the Patriot way. They don't beat themselves. I was with Josh McDaniels in Denver, and Josh used to always say, if you fumble the ball or if you jump offside, those are things that you can control. Just run. Don't even look back. Just go. It was amazing seeing guys run.
You know what I would like to see? A little Batman and Robin and Superman. So when Cam starts running, here comes Edelman flying with his Batman cape right next to him. That's the way you build camaraderie, Jenna. Flying around right next to him. Oh, there it is. It's back, Nick. Can't get enough of this. So if Cam's running, here comes Edelman right next to them. Oh, it's fantastic. 11-5 this year, everybody.
All right, speaking of
Go
Joe
your guy.
Judge, Giants head coach,
This guy.
his Belichickian ways are a topic of conversation again. This time, Joe Judge, get ready for this, taping tennis balls around his defensive back's hands so that they
Gotta love
learn
it.
not to hold. No holding penalties. So, Nick, Joe Judge's coaching tactics are blank. Look at that.
Hey, listen, this guy's the gift that keeps on giving. Like, every day, Pep, our great producer, texts me, did you see what Joe Judge said? And every day the answer is, which thing? Because this isn't even the best thing that came out of yesterday. The other thing is, he was like, listen, Daniel Jones, legend, future of the franchise, we're going to take the red jersey off him just because he needs to pop his pads a little bit. he said he needs to know what a hit feels like. Is Joe Judge aware that Daniel Jones played last year and got hit enough, he damn near set the all-time fumble record? Like, I just love it. Like, Joe Judge, please keep talking. Please keep doing, take names off jerseys, replace them with tennis balls, have your quarterback get mollywopped in training camp. Like, all of it's great. It's just a gift that keeps on giving, Brandon.
This is child's play. I'm telling you right now, I love team. I love doing things the coach asked me to do. But if you come to me and ask me to put tennis balls on my hands and then tape them up, I'm walking off the field. There's no way, me being a grown man, I'm going to play football with tennis balls taped to my hand. No way. Child's play.
You know what? You know what, Nick? If you walk off the field, Brandon, lap it up. Keep walking. Lap it up, Joe Judge. Hey,
I'm not running laps. I'm going straight home.
Lap it up. Lap it up then. More laps then. Okay, I got 3 options for you on Joe Judge. I wrote creative writing. If Joe Judge is taking suggestions, Nick, I'm going to let you choose. We know that Danny Dimes dropped the ball a bunch, and I'm sure Joe Judge is open to creative suggestions. Which one of these do you like to see in a future Giants practice? Number 1, bacon grease all over the ball. Number 2, holding several frogs at the same time. Number 3, a Fabergé egg worth like $10 million that you get on loan from a museum. So we've got bacon grease on the ball, several frogs, or the Fabergé egg. What's the next?
I think grease could happen. I really think grease could happen, or at least they're going to wet the ball down with some oil or something. It's absolutely in play. It's the frogs are a bridge too far,
frogs.
And I don't know where you find the frogs. Is probably not going to happen. The grease, Jenna, I think is on the board. I think it could happen.
Probably. Thanks for watching. Subscribe here to get the latest from the show. Also, be sure to check out more of the best clips from First Things First, or go watch a few segments from our other shows on FS1.